there we go. I gotta do one more video on my girl Jasmine Crockett. I love Jasmine Crockett. Let's get it. Let's go. No time to waste. I don't even want to waste no time. I just want to hop right into it. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's get it, Jazz.
You know what? Earlier, someone
Oh God, I just love this girl. Even start off like, yes. You know what? Let's get it. Let's hop right into it. No time to waste. I said that. She took it from me. She taking my style. You know. You know what I'm saying? Just know, if y'all anybody work for Jasmine Crockett, reach out and get me a interview or a conversation with her. I would love that. I would love that because I can help her political campaign. I can help her probably win presidency. She has the spunk, the charisma, the knowledge, everything that's needed. I know exactly how to get her there. So if anybody is running her campaign, reach out to me. Some of y'all have reached out to me from the right, and I fuck with that. Y'all reaching out to me for conversations, and I will have it. I will have a conversation with anybody on the right in a heartbeat. I love that. We can talk about it. Just, I'm going to bring a blick. You can bring a blick, and we'll have the conversation. But the only reason why I'm going to bring a blick is because I'm not sure like how everybody's thinking in this political climate, and I ain't risking it. And I don't want you to risk it either. So make sure you bring a blick. Make sure I bring a blick, and we'll have the conversation. Let's get it.
These hellholes, talking about the cities, right? Talking about cities being hellholes.
You see, the left has cleverly built a machine to finance itself with money that the taxman extorts from hardworking Americans. Because it has captured the cultural heights, this new left has been able to invent some terms that make resistance difficult. Thus, we have sustainability, sex workers, and compassion care. Rather than economy-crushing climate extremism, prostitution, and human trafficking, and killing grandma once she's become a burden. It doesn't matter what you call any of these activities, however. They all turn cities into Dante-esque hellholes and leave behind human debris, men and women who are empty husks, rather than beings with purpose and hope.
I just want to point to Los Angeles. I'm sure that's one of the cities they were referring to when they said that. Los Angeles contributes almost $20 billion in taxes. You know what? That's more than all states in this country except for 4. So guess what? If we are going to push any ideologies, it seems like LA should have an outsized interest in the ideology because it seems like they actually contribute more money than all these other states, especially these red states, to be clear.
The liberal states fund the conservative states. The Democratic states fund the rights, fund the Republican states. And the Republicans consistently critique the Democratic states. That's true. Even in states, like even in Texas, like Dallas is a very Democratic area. Dallas funds a lot of the poor places in Texas. Even in Florida, the Democratic places in Florida fund the Republican places in Florida. Like, I mean, you can see this consistent thing happening across the board. And it's hilarious to It's hilarious when you see the critique on the right, and the right says shit like, oh, they're taking their money and using their money for bullshit. Well, it's left-wing money that they're taking. Just to let y'all know that. Like, it's not all the taxpayers in it. Well, it is. But most of the money comes from the states where people make the most, and most people make the money just happen to be Democrats. It just happens to be. I don't know what to do about that, guys. I don't know what we should do about that, but she's about to make a good point that I'm probably going to enjoy.
In fact, I have another UC.
Without objection.
All right, blue states are bailing out red states. I have another UC.
Without objection.
Massachusetts sends more funding to the feds than any other state. It seems like blue states are constantly putting red states on life support, yet...
Massachusetts. I just had a flashback memory of somebody. Damn, Massachusetts. No, I can't really tell you guys what it is. But yeah, Massachusetts does send more money than any other state. Sounds like blue states are bailing them out. Let's get it, girl.
We got these little red states that ain't contributing nothing, but they are definitely taking up a lot of money. You know, it is interesting because the governor in California, I don't know if you caught this, but Governor Newsom was talking about just holding on to his dollars because California is what they call a donor state, meaning that they actually contribute more than they take from the federal government. And then you can go down south to states like Louisiana who are broke, and so they need California to pay in. So it is so interesting that we are so concerned about whether or not we are pushing certain ideologies. But let me talk about some of these. I've got a few questions. We're going to play a game called Radical or Restorative. Radical or Restorative, a nonprofit that provides shelter and legal aid to human trafficking survivors.
Restorative.
A DOJ-funded program that mentors at-risk youth to prevent gang violence.
Restorative.
Restorative.
A grant-funded organization that helps women fleeing domestic abuse with housing and trauma support.
Restorative.
Restorative.
A USAID program that works to shut down scam compounds trafficking people in Southeast Asia.
Restorative.
A faith-based nonprofit helping migrant children reunite safely with family.
Restorative.
A community group receiving DOJ funds to reduce gun violence in cities.
Restorative.
And the final one is a global initiative that prevents trafficking and keeps people from being forced into labor or sold into exploitation.
Restorative.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador. What's shocking is some of these programs are the very ones that Trump and my Republican colleagues are working to shut down if we really want to look at who is doing the work to help us. And as we have just talked about some sex trafficking, I'm still trying to understand if you have anything that you would like to contribute about the Epstein files that they absolutely refuse to release.
Ma'am, I think it would be very helpful for the American public to be able to see the results that have evidently been kept in whatever that file is. There's been many years in which folks have investigated Mr. Epstein and those around him. He went to jail once. He was about to go to jail again before he died. And his compatriot is currently in prison. Those facts need to be known.
Thank you so much. I will yield. You know what? Earlier, someone...
All right. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so... hey, everybody should stay on the Epstein files. Don't go away from that. That's how you're going to lose MAGA. That's right there is how MAGA is going to... Because if... There is no way... The shit Donald Trump has said throughout his life, right? I have nothing against the president if this did not happen, but release the files. Why don't you want to release the files? Why don't they want to talk about the files? I hate when I'm talking to like a Republican and they're like, oh, Obama, man. No, Obama wasn't on the fucking files. Donald Trump was in the files. Donald Trump was in the files, and a lot of his constituents were in the files, and you don't want to talk about the constituents. I'm not saying any Democrats didn't go, because definitely Bill Clinton went to the island, I heard. But let's be real. Like, if his name was in the files, that means that we elected somebody who co-conspirated who was a co-conspirator with somebody, and I'm saying co-conspirator because there's no way he didn't know. You went to his island, you were friends with him. There was no way you didn't know that he had little girls around him or people younger than him. And should we have somebody like that in office, definitely we should talk about it. But it seems like ever since Charlie Kirk died, we went so far away from the files. Like, it seems like Charlie Kirk was a distraction to what we really need to talk about. Because if that comes out, the American public is going to look at that really differently. But Jasmine Crockett's been calling everything out for a minute. She's called out Project 2025. She's calling out that I love this woman. I really enjoy this woman. And we need to protect this woman at all costs. At all costs. You know what I'm saying? Band together to protect this woman because she's calling out the bullshit. Loving it, loving it, loving it. But anyways, though, y'all, I'm out. Peace.